So you've been watching YouTube videos about motorcycles for years, looking up whether you can start on a 600 or not, Ninja 400 or R3. Should I prove the size of my schlong by getting the biggest displacement super sport I can? Well, I am finally back to guide you along your journey. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Tristan, and welcome back to Middle Finger Media. It's been a little bit, so just a quick update. I anger the motorcycle gods by asking them if I'm ready for a leader bike after 3 months of riding, and they killed my bike. So it wasn't running for a little bit. I finally got it running, got a new engine in there, and we're all good now. I also just didn't know what to upload for a long time and went on vacation. Went through a breakup, wasn't really feeling myself and doing all of this shit, but I'm back. So that pretty much sums up my excuse. But before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you so much. Seriously, I'm usually pretty sarcastic, but all the love and support I've been getting on my videos is the reason I'm back uploading. So I really couldn't do this without y'all. But alright, that's enough positivity. Fuck all of you. Let's get into this shit show. Here's 7 things you need to know before your dumbass goes and buys a motorcycle. Alright, number 1, let's just get this shit out of the way before anybody starts on this bullshit. You plan on getting the biggest, baddest R1M you can find and showing up to work or school or wherever the fuck you go, and you can already see the girls getting hard for you. Warning, I don't recommend going after the girls that are getting hard for you, but you do you, and I'm not gonna judge. You can see the girls just drooling over you, asking for pics and rides and for your number. Now, this is a very common misconception we all fall for in the beginning of our riding careers. Gym bros deal with the same thing. They think they're going to get muscled up and get mad bitches. Nah, you're going to have a bunch of nerdy dudes walking up to you and talking specs about the bike. You're going to get people who would get one but just don't trust themselves. No, Kyle, you're just a dumbass and a pussy. But no girls actually give a shit about your bike. A lot of them actually just see it as a sign of irresponsibility and a quote-unquote red flag. But you know what I say to them? Fuck you, you're a bitch. You're not going to get all the girls, so go ahead and get that out of your head. Number 2, another one to get out of the way. Tristan, should I start on a 600? I'm tall, I'm fat, I'm a dumb shit. Can I start on a 600? Please give me validation. Alright. Here we are again. No, you're not too tall or too big for a Ninja 400 or an R3. You're going to be perfectly fine. If you're set on getting a bigger bike, please for the love of God get a 650 or an R7. A 600 is an actual fucking rocket ship and has a lot smaller room for error. If you want something bigger than a 400, try to keep it under 80 horsepower. That's going to be plenty. If you live in the city, a 600 isn't even going to be fun. A small displacement bike is going to be so much better if you're in the city. Don't make my life insurance premiums go up just because you have a tiny penis and a huge ego. If you're going to be dumb enough to start on one, keep it under 10K for the first month or two. I know you won't, but please just lie to me real quick before we move on. You're going to keep it under 10K? Alright, cool. Next point. Alright, on to some of the bullshit. Number 3, your loved ones, family members, friends, girlfriend, what is that? They're all going to lecture you. The moment you have issues with the bike, whether it breaks down or you wreck, you're going to get lectured and told how much of a bad decision getting the bike was. But you know what? Fuck those people. I don't give a shit what they say, because until they're on a bike and can feel that power below their dick, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. If you ever heard the saying, don't take financial advice from someone making 50K a year, this is the same concept. They don't know shit about riding. They don't understand the emotion that goes into it. They don't understand any of it. So just let them say whatever they want, walk away from the conversation, and slap your schlong across their face. Alright, number 4 is a pretty short one, but it does tie into the last point. So you know all those times you said, yeah, Mom, I'm going to be safe. I'm going to do the speed limit. I would never flip someone off and take off their mirror. That's so reckless. Lane splitting? Oh my God, why would you do that? Yeah, that's all bullshit. Even if you meant it in the beginning, you're gonna do all of that. Sorry to tell you this, but once you get on a motorcycle, a new person comes out of you. The best version of yourself comes out. So you're gonna do dumb shit. Just embrace it. People are going to call you dumb. They're going to lecture you about how stupid you're being, but who cares? Number 5. The most terrifying thing when you get your first bike is the thought of going down, getting in a wreck or anything, and I'm sorry to say it's gonna happen. Everyone goes down, whether it's in a parking lot going 3 miles an hour, or if someone pulls out in front of you, you lean too hard into a turn or not hard enough, you're gonna go down at some point. That's why I recommend getting a cheap bike as your beginner bike. There's no point in buying a brand new Ducati just to drop it a week later. Get a cheap Japanese bike to start, and once you're ready to move up, then get a more expensive bike. Alright, you think you're going to save money by riding a motorcycle? Well, you're kind of dumb, but you're also kind of right. You're right in the sense that insurance and gas are cheap as fuck, but you're not accounting for the addiction you're getting yourself into. Motorcyclists are basically fucking crack junkies. We've just got a different form of addiction. You start out trying to be cheap, but then that gear looks so good and you end up buying a cooler helmet. You start modding your bike and trying to push every single little bit of power you can out of your clapped out Gixxer 250. A $5,000 bike is really quickly going to turn into a never-ending money pit. Alright, you've successfully bought your bike. You've been dailying it for a month and realizing your sweet daddy Tristan was right about everything so far. Now you've racked up about 3,000 miles on your new toy, and the dwelling thought of your first oil change is sitting in the back of your mind and making you sick. Your chain is wearing down because you haven't been lubing that baby up as much as you should. Boys, I will say it a million times, a bike is like a woman. Now I'm going to tread carefully here. Actually, no I'm not. Fuck all of you. You have to oil and lube it up constantly or she's not gonna be happy, and eventually she's gonna start draining your finances. You need to learn how to do your own shit on your bike, because trust me, your local motorcycle shop is gonna be a lot more expensive than sitting down, watching some basic YouTube videos on maintenance, and buying a service manual for your bike. It's going to save you so much money in the long run, and it's seriously fun when you can sit down with the boys, crack open a cold beer, and work on your bike on the weekend. So you definitely need to know how to do basic maintenance on your bike, and go ahead and start throwing some mods on there, because there's nothing more fun than modifying your bike. Order a slip-on exhaust, some aftermarket chain and sprockets, or some new levers. You'll thank me later. Well, thank you for watching this bullshit toilet humor video. If you did somehow enjoy it, hit that fucking red button to see every time I upload. I'm shooting for 500 subs by the end of November, so don't let me down, boys. I'm back for good this time. I'm not sure how often the uploads will come yet, but I'm gonna shoot for 1 to 2 per week. But that's it. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.